you. Device, non, non. Celle-là que tu prends. Bon. Alright. Fixed it. Sorry guys. For some obscure reason, the streaming software had decided to put up another audio device instead of my good old microphone. So hi guys! Hi Lise, hi Yuri, hi Kelly, hi Susan, hi Jinja, hi Mikey, hi Misha, hi Box of Paint, hi Lana, did I miss anyone? Hi guys. Also Kelly, congrats! Hey, Fairy Dust, hi! I would use your Discord name, I just don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it. Do you guys have your hot tea, hot coffee, juice? No, but you share the pictures of on Discord. I don't want to elaborate too much, but I just want to say congrats on being an auntie again. Ah, this tea is so good. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Tsukabu. Yeah, you're somewhat on time. I had some technical issues, so you're in just at the right time. Heather! Hi! Hello to you and to your fur friends. Cold carbonated caffeine at end. That works. What tea are we on? This is... What's the name of it? It's really good. It's something like a light Earl Grey with vanilla, something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but it's something cream. It's a Canadian tea company called Sloan Tea, and they have the prettiest boxes. And this is really delicious tea they have. Mama Nuticles. I am presently covered in cinnamon and sugar from our cheeky order of Fairground. Ooh, dang, did you save us one? Oh my gosh, donuts. I have my new fave pineapple juice. Oh, that's delicious. I know I'm rambling and I've said this before, but if you want some awesome pineapple when it's not in season, or when you don't know if it's ripe, you just buy the frozen pineapple. It's basically super ripe, actual pineapple, but frozen. It's amazing. It's so good. Black Wingles. Yeah, if you wanna get through your Blackwing pencils, just buy a long point sharpener. Like the lead will last you a long time, but it will eat up, like it will be on what, 1.5 inches of lead. I have my pineapple, orange, mango, Mountain Dew. Ooh. Got to catch the live stream before I go off to babysit. Oh, yay! You gotta turn that grandkid into an artist now. I got my iced tea, I got cookies, I can handle anything now. I got my tea and I brought a snack. I don't know if I'll eat it, but it's cola bottle gummies. And you can't say anything bad about my gummies, okay? They're great gummies. come hot from the fryer. Whoa. It's the only English food that my sister is trying to work out how to get some of. Well, yeah, I mean, after all the boiled stuff, you guys are pretty good at frying stuff, if you consider fish and chips. Hey, Lee, hi. Got a blueberry muffin. Muffins are great. Muffins are like mini cakes. I have an ally in her dad and supportive mom. Oh, that's great. That's great. I mean, I think every kid should sort of be encouraged to do artsy stuff, even if well, they don't like it. Not force them, but to try it first. And if they don't like it, you don't force it. But I don't see how it's a waste to have... Is it blurry? I don't think it's a waste to have everyone do a bit of like to try to just doodle stuff. Eating but leaves a new animal. What do you do with the psyllium and the ramen? I'm curious. Is it like a topping? It's a bit blurry. I'll see what I can do. There might not be much I can do though. But let me get something on that we can sort of see if it's sharp or not. Something with text. There. Yeah. That's about as crisp as I can make it. It's a tiny bit blurry, but yeah. Did I hear old man F? Just put a bit more water into the ramen and the psyllium stays free. But I am trying it out for... Oh, okay, I see. Why are your glasses stupid, box of paint? Trying to think about what to doodle today. Might just disappear later because my internet sometimes... Oh, really? Wow. Hey, Askeluna, hi! Varifocals. Hey, Lucine, hi! I spent half the day trying to figure out which angle I'm supposed to turn my head. Oh. Dang. I mean, it's already weird to adjust to new glasses on a good day. Sometimes YouTube will turn down the quality if it has connectivity issues. Like if the connection is too slow, they will lower the quality so you can get to see the video anyway. But yeah, you kind of have to adjust it on your own after. Like I'm trying to doodle something like a flower, but there's a face in the middle, like, hi. I'm doctoring up some mashed potatoes and warming them up in the microwave. Yum. Can you sort of jazz them up a bit? What kind of spices are you allowed to use? Hey, Stephen, hi! The lower half does strange things, so if I'm looking at a piece of paper, it looks like it's been cut poorly and not... Whoa. Ah, that would be so weird. It's gotta be, like, nauseating. Because, like, the eyes are closely connected to stuff like balance and like ears and nausea. No, it's the good old, same old camera. Could you do more big mushrooms? Oh yeah, sure. That's a good idea. Let's figure out more mushrooms. I can add the adventure cat in there. So I will try to draw a few of them by memory, and if it doesn't really pan out, I have my phone somewhere. We were talking about glasses, yeah. You get the whole one too many cocktail fillings if you turn too quickly. Dude, that happens with like regular glasses. Maybe I said camera, but I mean glasses. I can't imagine with ones that are like, that have some sort of effect in the lens. That's gotta be really tough. Hey Dan, hi. I always mix up your icon with box of paints. Oh, which computer are you going for, Tsukubu? The grocery place we order stuff from has a bunch of super funky mushrooms that you don't really find in other places. So it's kind of really fun to just get stuff from them. I don't usually go for really exotic stuff. Mostly just buy shiitake and the brown mushrooms. Super basic stuff. But they have all sorts of other shrooms that I don't know the name in English. That was that was anticlimactic. Generally a Mac. Huh. Lee says, I looked up the Pineapple Mountain Dew stuff and it's not available in Canada. Not sure if disappointed or relieved. Hey Val, hi. Hi April. Just got my last vaccine for COVID. Oh, awesome. How did it go? I've always loved those mushrooms that grow on trees that are like this, like they're sort of like little balconies. I don't know, like I always figured that someone could just like sit on them. They look like steps. I'm so ready for this vaccine. Yes, same. I don't really keep up with the news, so I have no idea when my demographic is getting vaccinated, but yeah, we're definitely not priority, so... My house really wants to try to grow some at the end of our garden. It's like those you drill holes in a stump. Really? Oh man, shrooms are so cool. Shrooms. It'll be a while. Yeah, I know. But still, that's a good thing. Eventually, we'll get there. Canada was speedy about buying vaccines, but it seems like all the provinces are botching distribution. Wow, what a surprise. I never thought I'd be excited to get a shot, but I won't. Yeah. Though, gotta tell you, when we were kids and they would do the big campaigns of vaccination in schools, like for the... oh, I don't name in English, but basically they would like sort of organize these big campaigns of vaccination, and I was always kind of excited for it just because it was something different in the day. Sometimes they would have the round band-aids, like they were round and you have like the square in the middle, but they had some that had a smiley face one time on them, and I was like, whoa, what? We have one little square that gets 0 sunlight, and this year made a moss garden. Did you really make a moss garden? I want a picture. I want pictures. I love moss. Moss is so cool. And yeah, dude, mushrooms in there would be amazing. Like, mushrooms are icky, but also awesome. You always get some slimy ones, or... Hey, Salome, hi! Are we being excited about being stabbed in the arm? Yes, we are. Okay, let me grab my phone. Let's call up Pinterest to the rescue. Okay, cool. Ah, this one is so nice. I get shot in the arm every other week. It's I want to grow wine cap mushrooms in my shade garden. What's special about wine cap mushrooms? I love eating mushroom, but they are expensive. Yeah, the fancy one are really pricey. Hey, Kevin! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Kevin! Happy birthday, Kevin! Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Kevin! There, you got a really off-key song for your birthday. I love that it's done Wednesday and it's still very much tucked up in bed. Aww. My baby brother literally ran out during one childhood vaccination. Steve Axford, let's... I ran out of the dentist. Aww. had to go to the ER once upon a time and was such an unwilling participant for a shot that the nurse went and got me a sticker and sucker for the kiddos to shame me. It's been fighting the morning glories starting to take off. But morning glories are so pretty. Oh, it's okay, Heather. Don't worry about it. I mean, you don't have to moderate. You can just go along, and if you want me to remove it, I'll do it when the stream is over. One cap are just an easy edible mushroom. You can inoculate regular wood chips. Oh, mushrooms. Kevin is gonna private message me saying, I wanted it to be secret. I don't want it to be exposed that it's my birthday, and I'll be like, oops. Sorry. But it's so cool. Oh my gosh, you're so young. Still you have all this future ahead of you. My grandma once said my dad literally tried climbing the walls to get away from the shot. Oof. How could you let people know I was born? I feel so old. Oh, dang, you aren't. Keep that feeling for when you'll be, I don't know, you'll start making old people noise when you bend over. You have to be careful with mushrooms. I had a section of my sketchbook full and my mother-in-law was most unimpressed. How come? My husband is deeply embarrassed by the concept was ever a child. Oh no. Sooner or later you'll feel older in specific joints. That's a good way of putting it. No matter how exposed you feel, you aren't as exposed as the actress at the Caesars last night. Oh, what happened? My niece must have jumped the line in that sense. Oh no. Oh no, I lost my mushrooms. That's the problem with this though. When you can predict the weather with your niece, you know you've made it. She thought I was being rude. Oh, wait. Wait, what? She stripped naked to protest all the arts being shut down in France. Oh. Oh, yeah. That would actually be exposed. I was good at giving shots and got compliments frequently. Utilized the technique I learned for injecting horses? Oh, wow. Dang. When I moved here, I was allowed to say bum. You weren't allowed, you mean? I've converted her. Wait, hold on, what did I miss? Oh, that's one way to protest. Yeah. I wonder if it, you know, it has any effect except for being in the news for a couple of days and then the picture's living on forever. Hey, Paulo, hi! Mushrooms and a nice orange on screen. Yeah, I think you'd approve of my main teacup. It's this sort of orange persimmon color. That's it. The bottom was the only really... Oh my gosh, but bum is so tame. "19 is the weird age between 18 and 20. What's weird about it?" What orange is that? Oh, this one? Might be kind of a transparent pural orange-ish, maybe, or PR242. Now, the swatch is not pural orange. This is PR168. The one that is going away eventually. Matches. I have a thing going on. Okay, but how about mushrooms that are not food? Come on, come on. No? Okay. PR168. Well, it looks like that. Keep in mind that that's on my camera and it's not super color balanced, so you're better off looking at photos of the swatches rather than how they look on camera. Yeah, that's the one that everyone is hoarding. great, Heather. I had a patient getting... What's it? I am. Yeah, it's really like a red-orange with a tiny bit of pink in there. But it's not a cool color. It's just weird. It's just the prettiest. I love it so much. I'm like, why are you going away? I'm still confused. I have not seen any other mention of it being discontinued. Thing is where would we see mentions of that? Like, if the companies have enough of a stockpile, and I don't think it's not like Quinn Gold, where like there's a lot of people that used to only vouch for that one, like in whatever botanical painting or something. So maybe that's why that one got sort of more advertised, but I get a sample in the core card. I agree, Fairy Dust. The core one is the best one. Seriously. I find that the Daniel Smith one is sort of a bit muted. I don't know how they managed to do it, and the Roman Schmal one is a tiny bit less intense in the mass tone. But they're very similar. This one is different, I don't know why. PM intramuscular. Oh! Okay, I see. I check color of art. It seems only... Wait. You have Daniel Smith, you have Roman Schmal, Old Holland, Memory Blue, and Core. Wow, C of A color of art is wrong. Well, it might just be outdated. Which is, I don't have the old Holland ones. Core, do you mean the name of the color or the swatch? Emma made cake. Oh my, ooh, the crust is made of chocolate chip cookie. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. That sounds super sweet too. If you look up Dibromo and Throne, whoa, find a bunch of big name chemical companies selling it. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't think Core is lying. So I don't know what's up with that. Considering theirs is the nicest, in my opinion, maybe their provider of the pigment that matches their quality control, they stop producing it. I don't know. It's PR 168. If you want a tube to sort of have it in your stash, try to look out for the Core one. I think it's relatively easy to find in the US since Golden is an American company. And it's really, really, really nice. I'm wondering, yeah. As a child, I once had a blood test. The doctor was supposed to take my blood, use a needle with a long tube. I looked at the couch in this moment. Whoa, how come? That's weird. And it's gotta be super distressing when you're a kid, too. What does Core call it? Permanent scarlet. It gets taken behind the knee. Oh, really? Why is it always the prettiest colors that are discontinued? I've been asking myself the same question repeatedly. I think Kevin just types too fast for words. Fastest sniper in the place, Kevin. I was looking through my pigment bottles today and confused myself. I have two PY43. One is an ochre, that sounds about right, but the other is like a lemon yellow. And not sure I have a bright yellow that's PY43. Some hue of PY43 can be light yellowish, but still a bit muted. And if not, maybe it's a typo and it's meant to say PY3, because PY3 is very lemon yellow. I always tell the Starbucks people that my name is Jeffree Star. Their face. That's hilarious. That's a good one. Usually these syringe-like tubes are used. With me, several samples had to be taken, and that was a hose with the cable. Oh, okay. Yeep. Oh no. Unfortunately, the doctor didn't get the tube on quickly enough, but the blood... Oh, eep. That's okay, Heather. Cherries and Blix both have no listing for it anymore. Wow, what? That's why you let the nurse do the blood sample stuff. They're so much better at it than doctors. That's funny. Yeah, it's really fun to have you here, Heather. Don't worry about it. Nurses are so much better than the doctors. It's mad. Injection. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. I've always felt like the actual distinction between the nurses and the doctors is that the nurses do all the dirty work. And that's it. Pay rise for all nurses. Yep. Yep. They need to have their wages tripled after last year. Oh, yeah. All frontline workers. Oh yeah. All the people working retail. Dang. Hey, paint question. What are your fav must-have core paints? Ooh, good question. Hard to say without swatches in front of me. But dang, the colors are beautiful. Alright, let's... Give me a sec. They have so many beautiful colors. My heart goes out to every single retail pharmacist who has had to still work grueling shifts while also administering COVID tests through their drive-thru. Oh, dang. And answer, like, all the questions. And the people wanting to buy hydrochloroquine. That's a good point. Jinja says, daylight savings time is tomorrow. Next week, Caturday may start for you at a different time depending on your location. Yep. Oh no, Salome, that's so sad. So yeah, out of Cora's color, I think the high chroma palette is super interesting because it has this orange, this purple, the magenta here, the green gold here, and the cobalt teal. And all 5 colors are like really, really punchy. Is this the last year of daylight savings? I don't know, I hope so. It's gonna be fun to try to explain to the cats why it's not food time already. I think Europe is trying to yeet daylight saving. I hope they do. Poor skeleton Deco. Why do you like one and don't like the other one, Dan? Two years into using watercolors and I still want all the colors when I watch a swatch card. Oh, I agree. Especially if the colors are like super nice. There are some swatch cards that I see and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm fine. But others, oh my gosh. And sometimes it's like a pigment I already have. I'm like, no, but it's pretty again. Oh, sorry. That was a big yawn. We gain an extra hour in bed in the autumn when the clocks go back. We lose one in the spring when they go forward. It was too bad when I used to work Sundays. I never remember which is which. Spring forward, fall back. Oh, that's clever. Oh, Kevin. Kevin says I love my Academy paints. I got they're so bright and fun to use, but there's only series 1, so worse quality, according to my favorite informative YouTuber. Oh my gosh. They are student paints, though. That's actually accurate for these ones. For real, though, Academy paints really surprise me. They're really bright. Oh, they're awesome. They're like one of the best student ranges. Yeah, that was really far in my head. Well, I was hoping to buy some... The PR168, Heather? Yeah, they're transparent, so that must mean they're really weak. You need to add some white in them to make them extra transparent. Sorry, the shade was hard to resist. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the thing with shade, though. Sometimes it's just like the opportunity is too good to not say anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean I actually think that. It's like some jokes are terrible, but also so witty, so what are you supposed to do? Hey Sam, hi! Did Amisha and Heather, did you check at wet paint? Perhaps the smaller stores that are not big chains have more chances of still having the paint. Hey Malvina, hi! Now Ev, you need to use the paint right from the pan, but only if they're series 3 because the pigment are better quality. But Kevin, you gotta remember, pans are not as good quality as tubes. And it makes no sense. Sometimes the pun value really amplifies the delivery. Oh yeah. That's basically, to me, that's one of the things that define like a group of friends, is that there are people with whom you've set up that sometimes you will say stuff that is absolutely nonsensical or awful, but that doesn't mean you think it. It just means that there was a pun to be done and it was hard to skip it. That's it. I got the last one from wet paint. Oh, that's good. That's good. No need to be sorry. I'm just trying to think of which website I've used that were smaller companies. Like I know a few in Canada, and I think one of the places I buy stuff in Canada still has the core paint, as far as I know. But I'm trying to think of places in the US, and I don't have a lot of knowledge about that because I usually don't try to buy from the US because it's super expensive. You know, F tubes are only for eating. The Sonnet were really surprising as well. Got them for the tin, but forget that I'm not using White Knight. Yeah, they are really, really nice. They're super smooth. And I don't think... No, there's a white in that set, is there? Yeah, I think there is. But I mean, you get 21 colors for like $30. Full pans. Tubes are only for toothpaste. What do we call it? A multiplier? An amplifier? What was the Star O-Wings? That's wet paints. Wet paints. Wet paint? No S. Wet paint. Wet paint! always talks about this local mom and pop art stores. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Okay, thanks, Eve. What? Thanks. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I would check out too. Like, or you just Google Core Permanent Scarlet, and you check if there are any sort of local stores that has it. Does anyone else sometimes wish they worked at an art store so they could go on about watercolors all day? Yeah, ditto. Oh, wet paint art. Yeah. I agree with you, Kevin. I'd love to work in Jackson's warehouse. Hopefully the conditions there are better than like other warehouses that shall not be named. I can talk. Yep, that one. Ooh, that's great, Tsukabu. Awesome. Who needs money when you have paint? Depends. Paint is not edible, so... Oh, what's the name of the hold on, there was a website. Let me check this one. Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me check this out. Jeez, where is it? Oh, Permanent Scarlet. Do they still have it? Seems like they do. Guys, check out merryartist.com. MERRI artist.com. Apparently, they still have some of the Permanent Scarlet, and it's on discount at a very good price. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh. Hold on. Is there something you can do about this? I'll put it on the Discord. How about that? Let's see if I can put it in supply swap. Just because it's easier. How did it work? Yeah, it seems to have worked, guys. Check out on the Discord in the supply swap channel, Heather and Amisha. Amazon is sort of last resort or special circumstances as much as possible. Ellen! Hey, how are you? Trying to tell myself I don't need permanent scarlet. Well, Jackson's shows stock. It does, but it's usually pricier than other places. Because the paints start in the US, go to the UK, and you bring them back to the US. Is this paint worth $15 for a tube? That's entirely up to you. Is that the price plus shipping? If you feel that's the kind of color you would use, or if you think it's worth as a sort of special color, yes, but you can probably be fine without. Like it's just the color. You can sort of mix other colors. With shipping. Dang, I wish shipping was only like $5 when I see supplies on American stores. Even on Canadian stores, unless it's either you have to purchase for a minimum or it's like $10 or more. I'm officially 19 now at this exact time, so I busted out the cocktails. What's the legal age for drinking in Ireland? Sorry. It was gross. I'm really sorry. $18. Oh, you're okay again. I do that with eBay. I look at the shipping cost before I look at the cost of the item. Oh, same. It's so absurd, the price of certain things on eBay. Anybody have any Daniel Smith color they would recommend? Mayan Dark Blue. Or Mayan Blue Dark. I don't know what they call it. It's a really unique color. I don't think any other brand has it. And it's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Oh, I did it. Awesome. I think you'll like it. It's such a fun color. And it's super intense, so you really don't need to use a lot of it. I love painting sunset. Oh, that's a good color for that. It is on its own, it is glowy. Check this out. Like, that's great. You had a bit of yellow in there, you get a beautiful orange. flame in the corner of the vault labeled incinerator. Foosh. No more blame. All gone. Oh, I still have tea. Oh no, it's gonna be super cold. Gotta trigger down with my cold tea. Oh, reheated tea. Hey, Dominic, hi. I can't reheat tea because of not having a microwave, so that's sort of the saving grace of this whole thing. I've just been prowling for a bit. I'm kind of tempted to make an incinerator channel now, but I don't know what we would use it for. I thought the only way to reheat tea was to pour more from the pot. That makes sense. Except I don't have a pot. The pots are too small. I would need like a freaking big jug of tea. Heather, are you completely overwhelmed by all of the suggestions? for series 180. The carpet. Oh dang, that's never gonna not be a running gag in here. My teapot is just right for 2 cups, but it's never 2 of my cups. See, that's the same thing. They sell you those teapots and they're like, oh, they serve 2 cups of tea, but they mean like the 130 ml, like small, sort of Asian teacups. Not the like, I don't know, something like 600 ml Geiger cup that we use. I don't want to have to get up every 5 minutes for new tea. Oh, 8 teapots. Ooh. Black tea you can stand a horseshoe up in. What's your favorite black tea, Ellen? Have an espresso cup of tea. Yeah, that's it. It's like glop. Dang. I mean, this is not a small mug by... It doesn't say the ml on it, but that's a relatively decent-ish mug. And even that is too small. Like, every single morning almost, Mr. E can hear me going like, "Aw, I'm out of tea." Because I grabbed the mug to drink and it's already empty. Sorry. Our favorite tea shop closed down due to COVID, boo. Yeah, and we have about 22. Yeah, I have a stash that's quite respectable there. I legit expect that woman to complain about DS paints, at least for consistency. I'm excited. I don't know when that video will come out, but I'm very curious to see. Haven't drank alcohol in ages. Yeah, Kevin, what are you doing? Stop it. You don't need to drink alcohol. You're just poisoning yourself, basically. Did I miss Ellen's? Oh, okay. The variety is called East Frisian Black. Hey, what a surprise. I get it from that tea shop. Yeah, you sent me teas from them. They were amazing. Ceylon is the best black tea. Black tea is good. What's Morning Thunder? Is that a tea? That's a badass name for a tea. English breakfast rhubarb. Ugh, I'm on the fence about rhubarb. It really depends the kind of rhubarb. Some of it sometimes tastes like a big mug of pencil shavings. Yep, though I'm lucky enough to have some of them already. I'm looking for something else to use up a gift card I received. Ooh! Okay, so let's see. Can we think up some of Daniel Smith paints that are sort of hidden gems? Like happy surprises. I bought half a kilo of the tea at a time. Ah, that's good. Diane is a tea sommelier. Yeah, I was checking their website the other day, actually. Like, so far, the only 2 rhubards that I've had that tasted good is one that Otto sends me that comes from Japan. That's chai and rhubarb. And the other one is peach rhubarb that actually tastes like peaches. Otherwise, I really like Kuzmi teas. Their chai is the bomb. The one sort of tea that I have a harder time drinking is green tea. Because I feel like with black tea, even if you forget it in your mug, it's not gonna be like gross. But if you forget green tea, it gets bitter really fast. And bitter green tea is... Not exactly fun. Twinings makes the best tea I bought in Tesco. What was it? Twinings has some really good tea in Europe. For me, I'd fall in love with any deep bluey black. You need to get the Mayan Dark Blue. Kevin, get Mayan Dark Blue. Mayan Dark Blue. Celestial Seasoning Brand Tea. 45 milligrams caffeine. Ooh, wow. I don't have Carmine, Bordeaux, or any lunar color. Which would you get? You can get lunar black and make like lunar blue and lunar violet. Lunar earth is quite unique though. Oh my gosh, peach tea. Peach tea is amazing. I can only have green tea in my V8 juice. What? Wait, what? Green tea smells like fresh cut hay, but it does smell like grass. I tend to drink more green tea in the summer because it's easy to do like overnight iced tea. And green tea often has a lot of fruity flavors, and those are really nice as iced tea in the summer. Lunar blue, Kevin, you can basically do lunar blue if you have any kind of PBK11, like Mars Black, Lunar Black, and Phthalo Blue. I had a green tea which was peach flavor. Ah. Otherwise, I drink green tea very often and sometimes even 2 different types a day. All the tea. Tea. I find it easier to drink the iced tea in the summer because you can set up like many jars of it the night before. So the next day you have a steady flow of tasty iced tea. I hope the lady reads. That would be hilarious. Those blurbs are amazing. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Alan says, I'm a big iced tea drinker in the summer. Being diabetic, I can't really have juice very often, so at least I can get the flavor without the sugar. Can you get those, like the stevia flavoring thingies? Like the tiny bottles that you squirt into your water and it adds flavor and like sweet flavor, but without any sugar in there? Overnight green tea ice. Never heard of how you... It's really easy. You grab... I usually grab mason jars because I have a bunch of those. But you put like the tea leaves, you put the water in there, you close it, you put it in the fridge overnight, and in the morning you just pour it through a strainer. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. So that you don't have a bunch of tea leaves in your tea, and there you go. You can add sugar in there if you like, or honey, or whatever. But yeah, that's basically just tea and water in the fridge before you go to bed, and in the morning you have your tea. Oh no, Lise. Well, it's gouache, so if you wait until it dries, you can layer on some more gouache. I can get the crystal light water flavor things, but they always leave me with this stevia aftertaste. Yeah. They are pretty fun though. I would get some of those. They're by Sweet Leaf, I think, and they're stevia based, but they're really handy to add in smoothies or in tea. If the tea or if the fruits in the smoothie are not sweet enough, which happens often with frozen fruits. And with tea, if you have just plain green tea and you want to add a bit of flavor and sweetener to it without it being sugar, you can squirt a bit of the fruit-based like flavor things. Basil leaves in water. Ooh. Let me check out the... well, if you go on Natural Market as a sort of grocery website, it's Canadian, and they have the Sweet Leaf products as far as I remember. Oh, it's a Skillshare class. I'm supposed to use it like watercolor. Oh. Oh. Natural Market. They also have the Nut Pod creamer, which are amazing and have no sugar in them. Yeah, it's Sweet Leaf. They have a bunch of those. Like, you get some that are like caramel, coconut, vanilla. The vanilla one is good. Chocolate, clear, but then you also have some fruity ones. Well, they had them before. Oh, there. So tropical, raspberry lemonade, mixed berries. The strawberry kiwi one is amazing. It's my favorite. Peach mango is a good mix too. So yeah, those were not too bad. And Nut Bud creamer is the best. Oh, dang. Sorry. Oh, raspberry lemonade, that looks good. Raspberry lemonade was amazing in smoothies. Because sometimes, you know, when you use like frozen strawberries or like berries, they're never really sweet or ripe. So to be able to add a bit of that in there was fun. It kind of hides the sweetener flavor, like the stevia taste, because you got all the fruits that sort of covered that up. Anyway. We got a lemon and an orange, one of those kind of things, and it makes peppermint spearmint tea next level. Dude, I don't really do mint and citrus. But I love fresh mint, fresh ginger, and cinnamon. It's just weird to me to have warm, like, citrus tasting things. I think that's part of the mental block. I love a mojito flavored anything. Mint and lime is, like, if it's cold, that sounds amazing. I think that's sort of the basis for a mojito, right? But I get the toothpaste and orange juice worry. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's where the dislike comes from. That's peculiar. It's Tsukabu. Usually mint, it does the opposite. It helps with digestion a lot. I repotted all my citrus tea today. Paulo, we need an update on the yuzu tree. Just reading that made me shudder. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Close second to me is toothpaste and apple. It's not a great combo, guys. It's just not good. Apple juice is yummy, but deceptively evil for your teeth. It's acidic, right? My dad had a mint allergy. Oof. Otto has a mint allergy as well. Which sounds super annoying because they like to put mint in a lot of... like, if you can't do mint, what are your options for toothpaste? Maybe kids' toothpaste? Bubblegum? Ooh. Yeah. My oldest nephew wouldn't drink anything but, and his milk teeth were all silver. Silver capped. Oh, with cavities, that means. Yeah, it's acidic and sweet. Not a good combo. Cinnamon. You really make, like, Colgate has a cinnamon flavored toothpaste? It just ate the enamel straight off. Oof. Oh my gosh, I miss cinnamon toothpaste. All my teeth grew into them. When they were removed, they were practical. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds really not fun. I don't really know what caps are for teeth, but ugh. Cinnamon toothpaste does exist, but you have to look for it. Okay. How were the peeps, Tsukubu? Didn't realize there were so many mint versions. All of my in-laws use not mint toothpaste. Really? Huh. Hey, thank you for being here, Susan. I hope you have a great weekend. Oh, and like the stream. Yes, please like the stream if you are liking the stream. That helps. Found a coconut and lime one for the hubs. Ooh, wow. But I feel like I'm brushing my teeth with candy. Yeah, that's my issue with it. Even mint. You know, even regular, like, toothpaste that's mint flavored, they often put any kind of like artificial sweetener in there, and it's too sweet. I kind of lost the, like, if that was the only thing we had in the place, I could brush my teeth with it. But if I can choose my own toothpaste, the one I get is like less sweetened. Scientists where I grew up gave kids caps primitively. Oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Don't forget that she's saving it for Easter. Oh wow. We're gonna need an update on the hot tamales peeps. My hand is making squeaky noises on this piece of cardboard. If you can hear that, those are not farts. That's why I can't use Crest. I much prefer Colgate or Arm & Hammer. Not as sweet. The one I buy is from Desert Essence. Next time I have no thoughts, I'm gonna hear one. Being a single person, though, a tube of toothpaste is like a commitment. Yeah, I mean, both of us here have our own tube of toothpaste. I don't know why we ended up doing that. And yeah, it's a good 6 months of toothpaste. Modern packaging makes no allowances for single-person households. You remind me, I saw something at the drugstore recently that I was really surprised. They had packages of toilet paper that had only 4 rolls in there. Like, it was a small package, and I was like, whoa. That's pretty cool, in the sense that if someone lives on their own, they don't need to buy this absurd, ridiculous package of like 1 billion rolls of toilet paper. The issue is not about using them, because I mean, we all use toilet paper to some extent. It's about storing it. Don't always have the space to store like that many rolls of toilet paper. Hey, YZ, hi! How are you? Toilet paper still goes fast even if it's a single household, I think. They are always much more expensive. Depends. The one I saw was around the same price, unless something was on sale, you know, which was even more surprising. Here they have the really big packages, medium packages, and the 4-roll packages too. That's awesome. I had never seen the 4-roll packages before. I just went out and got the M. Graham Diax Purple. Oh, yay! Oh man, that color. I'm so bummed that not more like palettes come with Diax Purple. It's such a useful color. Like, yes, you can mix your own purple if you have a magenta in there and a good blue, but as a convenience color, Diax Purple is really convenient. Yeah, I buy the big bulk packs despite being a single person household. And then I always end up forgetting to buy more when I'm about to run out because I buy it so rarely. Every time. We found a way to avoid being caught short on toilet paper, but it's a bit reliant on the fact that since we have cats, we have to sort of hide. Well, we had to hide the toilet paper. They don't really play with it anymore, but as kittens, they were not very kind to the poor toilet paper. So we put the rolls we use in a drawer. And the drawer has room enough for 2 rolls. So what we do is we always have 2 rolls in there. First of all, it's handy if the first roll ran out and the person is not done with it, there's the second safety roll in there. But also, since we always have 2 rolls in there, if there's only 1, it's a good reminder every time that it's the last roll. Cats versus TP, yeah. I just got home and hopping onto the live stream. Oh, I need to do a bunch of swatches and mixes. Yes! One mix that you have to try that is super interesting with dioxazine purple is you mix it with phthalo green blue shade. And it will give you a really nice deep blue that's a bit like Indian Throne blue. Mischief is going linen spelunking again. That's adorable. I really laughed when you had the video of her like going really far under the blanket. Also works really well to get that blue if you mix Diox purple with kind of phthalo turquoise or something. Hey, Anna, hi. Yeah, I remember mixing those two and being weirded out that we could mix a blue. About as weird making a red from Quinn Red and a yellow for the first time. It makes a lot of sense if you sort of break it down, but yeah, if you just do it for fun, it's quite surprising. Still can't eat a Parma Violet. What is that? Oh, thank you so much, Lise. It was a fun idea to suggest mushrooms, so thank you. I've never heard of those box of paint. That's interesting. Does anyone like boba tea? It really depends on the flavorings available. Also a bummer because most of the flavorings for boba tea have powdered milk in them. I love boba tea, but my wallet does not. Oh no. For the older Americans, violet candy tastes exactly like Mr. Bubble smelled. Oh, I have a faint memory of Mr. Bubble. Do you guys know about like the soap gums? Soap flavored gums? Those are so weird. I'm not lactose intolerant. There's something in milk that I'm reacting to in a negative way. My theory is that it's casein, the protein in milk, or one of the proteins in there. But I've tried lactose-free dairy products and it didn't make a difference. But butter, like if I eat a croissant with butter, I usually don't have the effects. And since butter has no proteins in it, I'm sort of thinking that it's related to one of those proteins in there. Yeah, cheese. Worst offenders are like milk and yogurt and cream. Those used to be really bad. Thank you guys, I'm glad you liked the drawing. We have a store in town that still sells that gum. It's hilariously called Small Mart. You can find it relatively easily in any kind of sweets shop. It's usually in like the retro sweets section or something. I didn't hate the taste. What I was bummed out is that the taste would last for like 3 seconds and then it would just taste kind of gross. Or my friend's daughter is allergic to the protein that isn't lactose. Well, lactose is not a protein, it's a sugar. I know, we have amazing cheeses. And the companies that make them always have the most hilarious names. But, yeah, Mr. E eats the cheese. And sometimes I get to smell it. Mushrooms. Yeah, it sounds like it's casein to me too. I've tried goat stuff, I've tried lactose-free, and in the end it was just like easier to cut it off. And after a while you sort of lose a lot of the appeal. Like now, if I used to be really into yogurt. Plain yogurt was my jam, but Haven't had it in a long time, and now when I smell like dairy yogurt, I find it gross. I've completely lost the interest in it. Cheese is a bit more difficult. Like, I don't eat it because I don't want to feel awful. But sometimes the smell, I'm like, oh, memories, and this smells good. And then sometimes I still have the weird impulse of, you know, when you grate cheese and you still have that little chunk that you can't really grate without grating your fingers. And sometimes for a tiny split second, I go like, oh, I could eat this leftover bit. And I'm like, no, I can't. Mr. E, come eat the cheese. So that's the thing. And yeah, now smelling milk is also like, I can't do it. Cheese is the only animal food that I had trouble giving up. I can understand why people say that they couldn't go without cheese. I get it. At the same time, I'm like, I understand, but it's completely doable. like cheese is not exactly a live or die nutrient unless really specific circumstances of having other dietary restrictions, but you know what I mean. But yeah, people usually say, oh, but I can't give up cheese, or but I can't give up bacon. Those are the most common biggest regrets. The chunk is the taster to make sure the cheese you just grated is still tasty. after all this hard work, can you imagine? Well, I usually smell it first. If this cheese smells off, that's a good point to start, you know. Some cheeses smell both good and weird. Yeah, some just stink. Plain up, like, smell awful. It's a bit like natto. It's one of those things that's a bit of an acquired taste. Hey, Alexandra, hi. Cheese is love, cheese is life. Cheese is love, cheese is life, unless it makes you feel really awful. I swear, the brain wants your body to survive, and it will find a way to discourage you to get the thing that makes you hurt. So, yeah. Blech, bacon. Yeah, cheese is really it's a really peculiar food thing because like a portion of cheese is like either the size of my eraser if you're lucky or smaller. Like it's really small. It's like a 3 cm by 3 cm cube. It's a teeny tiny thing. And that's a portion of cheese. But find me a meal that uses just a portion of cheese. The only cheese that does that is Parmesan because it packs a lot of punch. But dude, like a pizza, you only put like this tiny square of cheese on it. That's nothing. An old boss brought us some caramelized cheese from Belgium and we didn't have to taste it because everything in the fridge had incorporated it. Oh no! That sounds awful! Yeah, about the size of your thumb, that's not satisfying. Like that sort of the fact that a portion of cheese is this big goes against what is enjoyable about cheese. Anyway. I don't want to say fake cheese, I don't want to say cheese substitute, because most of them don't have anything related to the experience of eating cheese. But there's a few of those cheese-inspired products that are actually quite good. You measure cheese portions in thumbs measure? No, I don't think it's an actual measure. It's just a very easy visual reference because you always have your thumb with you. So if you're cutting off a block of cheese and you need a quick reminder of what a portion is actually like, you can look at your thumb and be like, oh, okay, that's about the size of it, but it's not a real measure. When my mother-in-law was trying to move away from dairy, she swapped to Coffee Mate, and even if it's tasty, I can't get my head around adding vegetable oil to my coffee. Ugh. I thought Coffee Mate was made with, like, modified dairy, whatnot. Rule of thumb. Cheese portion, one thumb long by 1 thumb wide by 1 thumb deep, right? Dang. I feel like I'm getting so old. Legit pizza and oily foods are upsetting my stomach more than they should. I feel like my healthy diet lately is slapping me and saying, no pizza! Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I didn't have any issue with dairy, so I know what you mean with the aging and being more sensitive to certain things. I thought Coffee Mate was pretty iffy. Yeah, it's just weird. I'm suspicious of anything that is named a coffee whitener. Like, dude, this is not paint. You don't add titanium dioxide in your coffee. That's a lewd cheese portion. What is Coffee Mate? It's something you can put in your coffee to replace cream. It's usually sweetened, I think, and you can get it in flavors like vanilla, mocha, whatnot, caramel, I guess, something like that. It's called, yeah, it's a creamer. That's a freaking word. It's a coffee whitener. Yeah, the whitener bit is like, I thought that was for paint or teeth. What? Why my coffee? Yeah, it's office shelf stable coffee cream. Ugh. I like my coffee cream colored, not emulsion paint. We don't do cream in the coffee over here. What do you put in your coffee, Paulo? Oat milk is a lot of fun, and it's also such a low footprint of production because oats are really easy to grow as far as I know, and the process of turning them into milk or a drinkable liquid is really easy. To make a new video making coffee creamer paint. Blah. Blah. Though, to be honest, I think PW6, like the titanium white pigment, is non-toxic, and you can sort of eat small amounts of it, so it can be found in certain food products that are white. I'm thinking of like if you get dragé, Jordan almonds, yeah. there might be a chance that they put a tiny bit of titanium dioxide in there. Oat milk seems to stay similar tasting when you heat it, and a few of the others aren't so nice. Ooh, almond milk is... warm almond milk is gross. It is so bad. Like, you try to make hot cocoa with it once and then never again. It's not good. I do a couple of drops of milk in my morning black tea, but that's it. However, my morning black tea is a figurative punch in the face and needs to be tempered. Can you do soy, Ellen? Blech, almond milk in general. A huge tube of white gouache, but I'm not eating it. Me neither. Really gross. Ugh. I like to use a soy cream for as a creamer in tea. It kind of curdles in coffee. Oh no, Jinja, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not a too terrible one, and I hope you feel better soon. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Kelly. Have a great weekend. Caffeine and dark and warmth. Warm up that head. Hey, thank you for being here, Misha. I hope you have a great weekend as well. And hi to your grandkid from us. I think my wife might not like me using the glass table as a huge plate for the microscope. Wait, what? It's a side note, but any migraine suffers. My bestie showed me an amazing trick once upon a time. Depending on if you need hot or cold, get hot or cold water, dip a tablespoon in, and you can cup your eyes or use the curve down for gentle pressure. Ooh. Not a cure, but can give you a few seconds of precious relief. Ooh, that's good to know. Also, one thing that doesn't help with migraines is that from one migraine to the other, it might not be caused by the same thing. Like for one of them you're tired, for the next one it's a tension migraine, so you gotta figure out which kind it is and then how to sort of help it on its way. The one thing that usually works for mine, regardless of the type I get, is to wrap up my head in fuzzy blankets and keep it warm, like my whole face. I usually just leave my nose out, and that's eventually provides some sort of relief. But I know it's definitely not the same for everyone. Some people need caffeine, or cold, or like a really dark space. Though, to be fair, light, really bright light for any headache is not great. So that's mostly done for inking, as far as I can tell. I really gotta let this dry before I add color on it, so I guess it's gonna be a bit like last weekend, where you saw me draw and ink the thing, but I didn't really paint it during the live stream. So do you guys have any questions before we sort of end this? Is there anything you want to know or you want to share? Yeah, it's much more difficult to cool your head in the case of migraine than to warm it up. Warming up your head is really easy. Just put all the blankets and all the hoodies on, and I think I should make a drawing of the adventure cat with the sort of mushroom cap he found and have him wear it on his head. I think that would be funny. My birthday's in 4 days. Hey! Happy early birthday. Oh, that's nice, Ellen. How do you feel about that? About going back to a semi-regular schedule? Yes, when are you starting to put clove oil into your handmade paints and claim every pigment line fast? As soon as possible. Happy early birthday. Like, everyone wears some green. Is it on St. Patrick's Day? I'm gonna need mushroom cap adventure cat. I'll write it down in my sketchbook so I don't forget. Mushroom cap adventure cat, not the other way around. Not mushroom cap adventure cat. That's another drawing. I would rather have been vaccinated. Oh, yeah. But they're not talking about getting in. Isn't vaccinating immunocompromised people sort of tricky? Oh, that's great. Lots of paint. for leaf clover. It's gonna be lucky. You're gonna have lucky nails. You would think they would sort of add the people who work in the public on the list of people to vaccinate early, but yeah, Paulo, we heard the one of the latest true facts, written TRUFAX, that we heard about paint, is that clove oil makes pigments light fast. It's in the list just after Series 1 are cheap student paints. Now, I am only technically compressed because of diabetes. Oh, that's great. I'm glad. That's a relief, Alan. Yeah, true facts. No, not from the same person, I hope. I think it was someone else on TikTok. I just want to say fake news. I can't use those words anymore because of, you know. But same idea. Has anyone used glycerin as a sub for honey and paint making? As a sub, no, but the latest recipe that I've seen and used and that works really well has a bit of both. Honey is interesting in paint making because honey has preservative properties, so it can help like keep your paint without mold, especially when you stash it in a jar to refill your pans. And it's a good humectant as well. I think glycerin works as a humectant, but it doesn't have any properties for preservation. Can you paint the 2 drawings next week? I painted the last one from last week. I painted it during the week. I can, because the thing is painting on stream is a bit problematic because I often have to wait for paint to dry, and that makes for really boring content. So I don't know about that. I did one batch with it and couldn't really see a difference. I think it's just on the side of preservation. Oh, good grief, Kevin. Good luck. Glycerin, isn't that what they use in acrylic pouring? I thought it was silicone. Time to break out the knitting skills. Oof. Yeah, glycerin is not a fun feeling, right? It's kind of oily, but not oily. I find it hicky. That's why I was really reluctant to add it into my binder formula, but I found a good article with a good recipe, and I thought I would give it a try. And it makes for nicer looking pans that work just as well with that ratio of recipe, so. Yeah, the pure stuff is just weird. It's sort of slimy. Ugh, 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 yuck. Yuck. All right. So I'll see. Maybe I will keep this to paint next week and maybe have a second drawing so I can switch from one to the next. So that while one dries, I can paint the other one. But yeah, I could draw the adventure cat with his mushroom cap and have that on the side too. All right, so thank you guys You can talk as you paint. Yeah, but that's kind of boring to watch, no? Hey, it's not Nirvana. Glycerine is Bush. Come on. Yeah, box of paint. High five. Hey, good night, Esquilina. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see each other next Caturday. I will be drawing Mushroom Cap Adventure Cat during the week and inking it, so it's ready to color on next Saturday. And oh my god, how did I get that wrong? I don't know. Oh, don't worry about it, Lise. If you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description below. And if you're curious about other places where you can find my content, there's a link for all the other links down there too. So yeah, but you guys have been here before. You know how that works out. So thank you guys for being here. Have a great weekend. See y'all next weekend. And hopefully we all have a good week. Bye bye.